Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rucker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Yo, Hughley, you listen to the Man Cave Morning Show on BKS1 Radio. Yo, Hughley, you listen to the Man Cave.
Good afternoon and morning in some parts of the world.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know where you at, baby.
What's up, you
The
here?
official Man Cave Morning / afternoon show.
In the building, in the building.
We in the building. Happy Mother Friday.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
It is Friday, people.
Yes.
Yes. Tomorrow's Saturday, and then it's Sunday.
It's the official first weekend of football.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
You already know.
And my New York Giants will be handing the Dallas Cowboys their first L of the season.
You already
on
know.
Sunday at 4:30 p.m. We'll clap it up for that. So you Dallas fans, start getting prepared for the cave now.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
And I don't mean the man cave.
Yes, yes, yes. The man that always understand, and together
We had the plan. We call him what? Smooth P, baby.
And sitting next to my left, my brother from way back. With him, I always got a little bit of slack. We call him the one, the only Storm Norm, the general.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Here. You already know what it is, man. Shout out to everybody watching us live right now on BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching us live on the mother site, WBKS1.com. Shout out to everybody watching us live on Twitter and Periscope. And remember, you can watch us on Twitter at Storm of BKS1 or at BKS1 Radio ENT, because I retweeted that out. BKS1 Radio ENT on Twitter. And shout out to everybody listening to us live on the TuneIn app. Listen, if you don't have the TuneIn app by now, get it, people. It is free. You can listen to all your favorite radio stations from around the world on there. And guess who's on there? WBKS1. All right?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Get that TuneIn app, man. And shout out to everybody on FB. You know we love you, FB.
Yes, we do.
Peace and blessings, FB. Shout out to, let's get some shout outs real quick. Shout out to C.E. King Parker. What's up, King?
Peace.
Shout out to my man Wonder on the check-in. Shout out to Ty Ingram on the check-in. Shout out to Walter Pittman on the check-in. Shout out to Latanya T. Barry Smith on the check-in.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about T. Barry today. Shout out to DT on the check-in. Shout out to Barb on the check-in. Shout out to Ingrid Judge on the check-in. Akima Campbell on the check-in. Pie Lady on the check-in. Pie Lady, what's good? What's good? Let's see. Shout out to Denise Sparrow on the check-in. Sandy, what's up, baby, on the check-in. Maria Hunter Jordan on the check-in. Baby. And Denise Platinum Sparrow on the check-in. Clap it up for the peoples, man.
Yes, man.
Yeah, baby. All right, so it's Friday, so you know what's going down. Shout out to everybody that came out to Galveston last night. For the Thursday after work ride. Man, if you wasn't there, you missed out.
Yeah, it was a good night.
We had a good time.
Good time.
It was just a good time. Shout out to everybody that came through and enjoyed themselves with the music that we was rocking and the food they was eating and those drink specials. Big shout out to Sean Blaze and Corey North and Chanel Red. Came through with the squad and did a live performance.
Killed it.
Yeah, killed it. Live performance last night at Galveston. This is how we doing it, man. Just fun times. You know, we have fun things, you know, positive things. And it's even going to get better tonight at TGI Fridays.
That's right.
So make sure y'all come on out to TGI Fridays tonight for the official Friday Night Live, man. It's the happy hour mix. It goes down from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. with your boy, DJ Smooth P. And yours truly, DJ Storm Norm the General, DJ KT, DJ Jess, DJ Sassy, DJ Big H. You know how we do, man. Listen, we playing everything from the classics to the current. We turning Fridays into the club. So make sure you at 1315 Centennial Avenue. That's TGI Fridays. Come on out and just have a good time. Half price appetizers.
Yes, sir.
And drink specials, man.
Yes, sir. That's what
so we want to see y'all all in the building tonight. And shout out some people from the Man Cave that watched the Man Cave show. They came through to Galveston last night, and they had a good time. These ladies had a good time. Shout out to Stacy or Reggio. Stacy, if you're listening, I forgot the other names of your peoples. No disrespect.
Y'all coming.
I just forgot. I'm old as hell, so I forget things.
It happens.
All right. Shout out to Tony Brown on the check-in, Raymond Boone on the check-in, Ben Walker on the check-in. Ben, bruh, I need some ribs. Something. I need something from the grill, bruh. Hook a brother up. All right. Clap it up for again, man, just for everybody that's been supporting, and most and foremost, we can't forget T-Berry. T-Berry blessed us this morning. If you see this thing sitting in front of me and you see me start to slur my words like this, that's because T-Berry, she makes these special drinks. Sometimes she brings in the sangria. She makes her own homemade sangria, and that's rocking. I'm going to call this the happy hour mix. I got the Hennessy special.
Yes.
He got the peach Amsterdam special.
Yes.
And it's frozen, and it's delicious. It is delicious. It's delicious. She makes these packs like this with the little sippy straw. Now, children, don't do this at home.
These are not your sippies, right?
Nah, these are not the sippies.
Don't let the babies get those.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid, the little juice sippies, whatever like that. This is the grown-up sippies.
Yes.
And she makes these. The Henny one is $15. Mm-hmm. The Peach Amsterdam one is like $12.
Okay.
Shout out to T-Berry.
Yes,
I'm gonna sample this right now. Oh, you can't drink it all.
Henny Colada.
Yeah, it's a Henny Colada. That's what it's called. T-Berry, let us know. Henny Colada. And what's the peach one called? Yeah, bro. Let's do it, man. Matter of fact, Ben, if you get a day off or something and you want to come sit in on a Man Cave show and everything, and bring some of your cooking through, whatever like that. We'll sample it live on air and everything. You just you don't do pork.
No beef ribs, bro. Well, he's seen my grill, so he know no pork ribs. I mean, only beef.
We just don't do pork.
Put beef on my grill.
For many reasons. It's not, it's not because we Muslim or nothing like that. It's just health things. Reason why we don't do pork, but everything has been throws down. I'll give him that, man. Listen,
he can grow.
I'm co-signing Ben. Shout out to Jersey Jones and all of that. But I'm rocking with Ben and the whole squad. I mean, they can throw down, but if Ben gets down, shout out to Leaf, Jersey Jones too.
Peace.
They get down, man. They get down when it comes to the grill. All right, let's get this thing started. Y'all know what we're gonna be talking about today. Let me get the topic for y'all. I'm being a bad host right now. Let me get the topic for y'all. But we're talking about forgiveness, basically. It's kind of appropriate. Some things I'm even dealing with in my personal, and I'm being very transparent today on the show. But the topic is reasons to let go of resentments and forgive. Reasons to let go of resentment and forgive. A lot of people can't do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people will hold on to things and to gripes and grudges and everything to the day they die. And what I've learned is that as much as you think it may hurt the other person, it hurts you more.
Yes, that's a fact.
And it consumes you more.
Yeah.
It consumes you, and it's cancerous, man.
A lot of times people be mad at other people, and like I said, they hold that grudge for all these years. Another person walking around free and clear, and they don't forgot about the situation, don't know nothing about it.
Yeah. It's just
you're killing yourself.
Yeah, you're killing yourself. First story up. Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
that's the first joint.
Yeah.
Just before I run this, let's talk a little bit about it.
It's not a video. That's actually just that's the headline. So you want to do
that's the headline?
Yeah,
I thought that was a video. My bad. All right, so the full extent of Kevin Hart's injuries revealed as he goes through hell. Wow, I thought they said he was about to be all right.
No.
So the 40-year-old actor and comedian fractured his spine. Damn, in 3 places after the car he was traveling in left Malibu's Mulholland Highway. All right, 1970 Plymouth Barracuda, which was Hart's birthday present to himself in July, was totally destroyed in the crash, which saw his friend Jared Black injured. Black's fiancee, Rebecca Broxterman, who was in the back seat, managed to leave the wreckage with minor injuries. Hart had surgery in Los Angeles on Sunday night, which fused the fractures. TMZ has reported that there were 2 in the thoracic part of his spine and 1 in the lumbar. That lumbar is serious.
Yeah.
The surgery has been hailed a success, but sources have told TMZ that Hart is going through hell and will remain heavily medicated for a while. Watch out. Be careful, bruh. That's how it start. You know, get them prescriptions.
Yeah.
And people start abusing that medication. There was one brief worry surrounding the lumbar fracture, as this can make walking difficult and can lead to paralysis. But Hart is expected to make a full recovery. In the immediate aftermath of the crash, Hart's team had taken the Jumanji star to his home rather than the hospital, as they hadn't realized the state of his injuries. Okay, yeah. You gotta understand, man. I'm trying to read this.
They looked at that car, they should have knew to take him to the hospital.
Yeah. In the audio release, 9/11 call made from Hart's house, an unidentified woman said he was not coherent at all. She then revealed that he can't move, though she was clear in saying that he was breathing. Alcohol has been ruled out as a factor in the crash by officials, and police are still investigating the accident. Okay. All right. Well, wishing you speedy recovery, man.
Although it won't be one.
Yeah, get back to making the films and making us laughs and doing the specials and all of that.
Yeah.
But take care of your health first.
Oh, there's definitely a stand-up coming out of this somewhere down the line once he feels better.
Yeah. T-Berry says, get well soon, Kevin. Tammy Walker says, I have a problem. I will forgive, but I don't want to have anything else to do with you. Is that bad? Well, it depends on the nature of the situation. You know, it depends on the nature of the situation. Again, there's certain things that you just don't forgive. You don't. I mean, I know people do, but
murder. Old saying, you forgive or don't forget.
Murder, rape, pedophilia.
Yeah.
These are on the unforgivable list 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know they say, well, forgiving is for you and all of that, whatever. But murder, rape, pedophilia, these are things. But something as a dispute, a disagreement. Somebody may have done something bad to you back in the day that wasn't one of those 3 things.
Yeah.
That I mentioned or whatever like that. I think you can basically work past everything if you communicate and you talk about it, and if the person means anything to you.
That's key. Yeah.
That's very key, because if the person really means something to you, no matter how much resentment you hold in or how much of a grudge you may have with them, you're able to let it go eventually. Talk through it, discuss it, have your admissions to things that you possibly did wrong, and you try to move forward. You know, in certain cases, man, it's hard, man. I know, like, you know, and I'll be honest, you know, like me and my son, we back and forth. You know, we differ on just how things have been, and you know, like, because I wasn't around as much, and you know, my son, even though he's older now, he like, you never let me forget that. You know, there's no forgiveness for that, no matter what I do, whatever, or if I try to make steps to.
That's what I'm gonna say. But people gotta realize
to work through it.
Either you're going to forgive or you're not. Like, you can't straddle the fence. If you're saying that we're trying to mend our relationship and move forward, whatever relationship it is, you can't straddle the fence. You can't say, oh, well, we're moving on, but I'm gonna make sure I remind you every now and then about what you did to me. So either if you say that you forgive me or you forgave me, and we move on, or if you didn't, that's fine. If you didn't, then we could still move on. Either way, you know what I'm saying? That goes for if it's a spouse, if it's a sibling, a parent, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you're saying that you forgave, then forgive the person. No one's ever asked you to forget it, because you should never forget something that was done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We get that. But if you're actually truly saying that you're forgiving someone and you're trying to mend the situation, you have to let that go. You know what I'm saying? The more that you harp on it, it's not gonna help with mending the relationship. Right. And then, like I said, at the end of the day, you may be hurting someone else, because if it's a sibling and a child, definitely both parties are probably hurting. But you're mostly hurting yourself, because you're the one holding into that resentment. And
again, you're missing, like, again, if you care about the person or you love the person, you know, or they mean something to you, you're missing so much valuable time.
Exactly.
Of
disputing.
Yeah, of just enjoying life together.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to family members that beef and good friends that beef and things that you can possibly work through. You know, you never can get back time.
That's a fact.
You know, you never can get back time.
Yeah.
So if you're upset with somebody because of time they didn't spend or whatever the case may be,
yeah, it's gone. You're never gonna get that back.
It's gone.
But moving forward,
but try to create new times.
Exactly.
You know, fresh times. You know, and spend more quality time or whatever the case may be, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it's rough with kids, man.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's rough with kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, no matter how much, you try to let them know, like, I love you or whatever, and you always keep that door open for them.
Yeah.
or whatever, if they feeling some type of way or whatever, they're gonna let you know it.
Yeah.
They're gonna act out a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna behave a certain way, and I don't care how old they get.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like you know, it's like they'll always feel as though, you know, that you're the bad guy. No matter how much things change, I'm still gonna look at you as the bad guy because you didn't spend this amount of time.
Well, I look at it like this too, though. They don't have to forgive you, and that's actually okay.
Yeah,
that's okay if you don't forgive me, and you just have to be understanding of that. But if that's the relationship, then that's the relationship that you need to convey to me that we have.
Yeah,
that you don't forgive me.
Yeah.
So then you know how to move accordingly from that versus saying that you forgive me and acting different.
And I make sure I tell them, I said, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, if you hold on to that, that's fine.
There's nothing I could do about that.
But I also tell them, too, is by you being resenting and being mad or hating or whatever the case may be, like I say, too, I hope you get something positive out of that.
Yeah. Which,
you know, like, I hope you know, trying to get something positive out of it because meanwhile, it is consuming you.
Exactly.
You know, and then about how many times, you know, can you say, I'm sorry, or forgive me, or even own up to your own stuff to them, and they still like, I don't give a F.
Well, my thing is
I don't
this.
give a F.
I'm not gonna, let me preface by saying that I'm talking about me personally, Pierre, Smooth P. I am not gonna keep apologizing for something that I apologize for. If I apologize to you and you told me you accepted it, then I'm pretty much done with the apologies. Like, don't come back to me later seeking another apology for something I apologized to you for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that. We're not going to beat that dead horse. And I'm going to let you know, if did you accept it? Okay, if you accept it, then let's move on. And if you didn't, okay, that's fine too. We can still move on. Either way, we can move on. But you're not gonna badger me to keep on apologizing to you for something that I apologize for. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
You can't tell when people, you know, you get called out for things and then, you know, let me tell you something, man. I'm at a point in my life where I own up to my shit.
Yeah, you have to.
You know, I own up to.
That's first and foremost.
Whatever shit I've done in the past, and, you know, mistakes I've made in the past or whatever like that. Like, I'm not that same dude, you know. And it's like, and I realized I was always chasing, and just always on the go or whatever the case may be, you know. So it's like, you can't tell somebody that you didn't emotionally abuse them. You can't tell somebody because you know, you can argue with them. Well, I didn't emotionally abuse you, and, you know, it's emotional abuse and whatever. You know, when people get, you know, not saying the victim thing, like you really playing the victim hard, but once they get in that mode, like, no, it was emotional abuse. You wasn't around this and that, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, you know what? I was about to say, I didn't emotionally abuse you, but at the same time, you can't tell somebody else what emotional abuse
how
is.
something affected
so
them.
If that was emotional abuse to them, then you can't really argue with them.
No, you can't.
You just you just have to try to have an open, honest dialogue and communication and try to move past it.
Yes.
But again, like you said, if they're not willing to move past it,
what could you do?
And you make every attempt, and you try to reach out, or whatever. And things start in steps.
Yes.
It could start with a text. Hey, I was thinking about you today. Love you, son. Love you. Blah 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 blah. Oh, you don't love me. Blah 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 blah. This that.
See, I'll tell them, knock it off. I'm like, knock it off, man.
And it's like
me. I'm sorry.
I'm like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
I'm not co-signing that. I'm not coddling no grown man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not nothing we can't move past if you willing to move past it. You know, I want to enjoy some good moments.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, life is short.
God willing. Yeah, God willing. I got a few quality years left.
Yeah.
Let's move past this shit and let's try to enjoy it. But hey, listen, everything in God's time. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Sometimes you really do got to just put it in God's hands.
Yeah.
Especially
you always got to put it in God's hands.
Especially when you know you're not the demon that somebody tries to make you out to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Parlay said to me, he said, P, you can't put that on the children, though. I'm not actually putting it on the children. What I was saying is, if I've apologized, like I said, everybody's grown now. Cause it's not like we're talking about small children. Everybody's an adult at this stage in their life. So what I'm saying is, I can apologize to you for the things that I've done or haven't done because I wasn't necessarily there maybe as much as I should be, and I'm acknowledging that to you. I'm acknowledging that Dad was wrong, and I'm sorry, son. You know what I'm saying? So son at that point has to either forgive me, Dad, or not forgive you, Dad. Not hey, Dad, I think I forgive you. I think I don't. I don't know if I want to forgive you. I mean, because he knows what he wants either way. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's emotional, he knows if he wants to have a relationship with his father or if he doesn't want to have a relationship with his father. So if you want to have a relationship with your father, then you put all of that stuff to the side and you try to mend and you start to build the relationship from where it's at now. Like I said, you start to build new memories. You don't harp on, oh, I remember that time I was going to play football and it felt so good. I scored a touchdown and I looked up in the stands and I wanted to see my dad and he wasn't there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't harp on that. We get it. It hurts and it was bad that it happened that way. But whatever your next achievement is, guess what? I'm going to be in that stand and I'm going to be the one with the biggest sign cheering you on because you're my son. I love you. And that's where we have to go. Like I said, when people hold on to these grudges and they hold on to this resentment, it really in most part is more harmful to the person holding on to it than it is to anybody else. Yes, it might hurt whoever it's aimed at because they love you or whatever. But at the end of the day, you're doing more harm to yourself than anybody else.
Well, you know what? Enough about me. I want somebody else either to put.
And I wasn't even putting that just on you. I was making that general. I'm just using you as
cool.
You know what I'm saying?
You're my brother.
But you know what I'm saying.
No, you can make that towards me.
As an example was what I'm saying.
No, we can talk about. I wanted to be transparent about that. Let me tell you something. One thing I love about this show and also the listeners, y'all are transparent about a lot of stuff that goes on in your life. So I don't have no problem with being transparent about whatever because at the end of the day, regardless of how he feel, and it probably makes him mad when I say it, he could be cursing me the hell out.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I still love you. Yeah, exactly.
All right, I love you.
Just because you all these days
and I love you.
You love me.
My door is always open for you, and I love you. And see, he still probably can't fathom that.
Yeah.
Because the response is, no, you don't love me because you love me. You would have been there at this time. I'm telling you I love you. And I'm also telling you I'm sorry for the past.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for, times I might not have been around or whatever. But I was always accessible too.
Yes.
So
exactly.
a lot of things too is sometimes, I'm not going to get into the blame game.
Yeah. But
and pointing the finger.
Yeah.
But some things too were out of my control.
Yeah. Lots.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. And that's the crazy part too, because a lot of time when it comes to situations like yours, the child doesn't know all the dynamics of what was going on in that situation and why necessarily you weren't there. Maybe you were trying to be there and were being told that you can't. Or maybe you were trying to be there and told, well, if you want to do this, you have to do this. And if you don't do this, then you can't see your son. So there's always more to the dynamics than there is to see at the eye. And children don't necessarily look for that. All they know is this one was here, this one wasn't. And unfortunately a lot of times the situation is because the other either the two parents were beefing to some degree. Now they can't stand each other, and so they can't come to agreement for the child, which should always be the first thing. Forget our relationship. We made the child together. We should raise the child together, no matter if I can't stand you or not. I don't need to stand you and look at you, but let me as a man raise my child, and I'll let you as a woman raise our child. But that's a lot of times what happens. And like I said, the child on the outside looking in is like, oh, this one was here, this one wasn't here, and why you wasn't here, but don't know that the fight that's going on or that has been going on or could be going on to actually be trying to be in your life and being told that they can't be. But I say to the parent who does that is very dangerous because it does come back to bite you in the ass sometimes when the child, because a lot of times children, like I said, once they grow up and they can see more clearly, they can see signs and they just find out things about the parent that they were with and how it wasn't all rosy as it was being painted out to be, and that they actually were keeping you from your other parent, whether it's a father or mother. So that's a dangerous game that these parents do play with their children.
Let me tell you something right now. All right. So you asked me how I feel about either one of my son's mothers.
Mm-hmm.
I wish them the best.
You have to. They're the mother of your children.
I don't have no beef with.
If they struggle, your child
I don't have no beef with them. Life has been good to me. I evolved. I've changed. I'm sure they evolved.
Yeah.
They changed. The difference is I own my own shit now. You know what I'm saying? I own my shit.
You got to, man.
And
that's the first step to healing.
Whether any of them own their shit or not, I own mine.
Yeah.
And mostly because, again, running, chasing, and at that time it was about I gotta do this. I gotta get to this point in life. I gotta get to this point in the entertainment field. I gotta produce. I gotta work and be in the studio. I gotta do this record. I gotta do this, whatever like that. I did not know how to balance my life then. I'm telling you that. I didn't.
Yeah.
I know how to balance my life now because I'm going to make time for me.
Yeah,
I'm going to make time. I'm going to make time to go hang out with my family. I'm going to make time to go check a movie out or spend time with my wife or do whatever. I'm going to make the time, even though it's harder when you have your own business.
Yeah.
Now, if I just had a 9 to 5 or whatever, I know I'm going to work at 9 o'clock. Exactly. I know I'm getting off at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I got the rest of my time.
Yeah.
To do whatever.
Everyone do. Yeah.
But when you're trying to build your own, it's hard to balance.
Yeah.
Because the work, it's no clock. It's no clock you punching out.
Yeah.
It never ends. You could be asleep 4 o'clock in the morning. You get a call, yo, you got to handle this, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. When you're working for yourself, and I know some people can relate. Some people may not be able to relate. But it's harder. It is harder to balance and whatever. Not making any excuses. I'm not making excuses for anything anymore. Because I somehow could have possibly found a way. But I'm just saying, it's harder when you're trying to build something and you feel as though the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you got to do everything by your damn self to get to a certain point. So again, I say this to everyone. If you got an issue with a family member or a sibling or whatever the case may be, and it's not that deep.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, we talking, murder, rape, pedophilia. Those things is hard to forgive, whatever like that. But if it's not one of those things, work on it and fix it, man.
Yeah.
Work on it and fix it. Life is too short.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's too short. It's just got to move past it. Let's read some comments, man.
Yeah, we got a lot to them. Let me go back from when you first made the statement. DT said, you get back what you give out. CE said, you can forgive, but you will never forget. Ingrid said, I can only forgive unintentional things you have done. In my eyes, forgiveness is a transference of guilt, and you will not put that back on me. DT said, acknowledge what you do right or wrong and move forward. Parlay said, I have a lot of empathy for children, even adult children. That's why Frederick Douglass said it's better to build healthy children than broken men. She also said, Norm, I was there all the way and still I'm the blame for things. Sandy said, people have to be willing to talk to each other, and I mean talk and listen. Arlene said, forgiveness is for you, and that's a fact. Let me clap that up, because that's a fact. Forgiveness is for you, not for them. Once you say it, move on, and that's a fact. I already read what Parlay said about me. Ramute said, if there's any wrongdoing, the two people have to be willing to honestly talk and forgive and work on things together. CE said, boom to that. Latanya said, forgiving someone is never really easy. Parlay said again, mom has to help with that, and that's a fact. CE said, talk it out, then put it in God's hands.
Who said mom has to help with that?
Parlay. Yeah, but that's a fact.
And again, I ain't putting nobody on Front Street, but that's another problem too. You see this tension
and don't step
between me and my son. So either you egging it on, or you just totally oblivious to it, which I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not oblivious.
Which I don't think so. You can assist in making the relationship better. You could throw an assist a lot of times. So sometimes I'm not saying a lot of times, sometimes certain mothers like to keep the chaos going.
Yeah.
Between a son and their father.
Or a daughter, just a child and their
or daughter.
Yeah.
Because something didn't go the way they wanted it to.
Yeah.
With the relationship. Not saying that's all cases, but some cases. All right. Phone lines are now open.
Yes.
You can call in 646-233-1302. We're gonna discuss this thing, man. And listen, we got current events to talk about, whatever. I felt as though this topic kind of take precedence.
Yeah.
Over a lot of the things we're going to discuss, when we get to our current events and everything. But we're talking about reasons to let go of resentments and forgive. You know me, I do have a list to go over and discuss to see if we agree or disagree with some of these points. But we're going to talk about it today on the Man Cave Morning /Afternoon Show. Y'all want to call in, whatever you want to. Talk about your situation. You want to ask me about my situation or whatever the case may be. Phone lines are open. Let's go. Let's get it. All right.
Here we go.
Caller from the 336. State your name. Where you calling from? You're on the Man Cave Morning /Afternoon Show. What's up?
Tammy Walker. Happy Friday, guys.
Hey Tammy, how are you?
What's good?
The first one is the forgiveness thing. Right, I'm like this, and I probably need help with it, so just let me know. I'm like this. If you know me and you know me well, and you intentionally do something to piss me off and you know me, then I don't know how forgiving I can be because you know me. So I feel like when you do stuff like that, you try me. I ain't got time for that. I have a bad habit of I will forgive you, but I don't want to have nothing else to do with you because I feel like you will bring me out of character, and I don't want to step out of character again, so I have to dismiss you. Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily. I mean, like I said, like Norm said before, depending on the situation and the person, for somebody that you really care about, and if the situation is not really that serious, it's just that it pissed you off, you don't want to get out of character, then I think that might be something that you might just have to work out within yourself, I'd say. If it's not that serious. If it's a serious situation, I get it. Sometimes, because I'm kind of like you, Tammy, to that degree. Like when I know somebody did something to me that I know that they knew would piss me off, that pisses me off even more. I'm like, you know me. Like, you know me. You know you doing this was going to piss me off. So that was super intentional. Was no mistake. Was no accident. You know, and I don't want to get out of character. When I get out of character, I'm out of character. You know, so I get that. But I think sometimes it's just, like I said, if it's not that deep and it's somebody you really care about, you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, you just kind of really have to have that conversation with them. Like, look, like, don't do that to me because I don't want to get that way, and I don't want to get that way with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to understand that. Like, it's not even just for me, it's for you because I don't want to get that way, and I don't want to be that way towards you. But let me make it clear that if you do this again, this is how it's going to turn out. So if neither one of us want that, let's not move like that. Let's not do those things to each other. So,
okay, and secondly, here's my part, and I don't want the ladies to get mad at me, but ladies, you have to encourage a relationship with your children and their father. Despite how you feel about their father, that happened between you and the father and not you, the father, and the child.
Exactly.
So that relationship between you and the father has nothing to do with the child. I'm talking about the intimate relationship that the mother and father had. That is over. Let that go and go on with your life. And if you see that a relationship is dwindling with the child, you need to encourage the child to have a relationship with the parent. That is your duty, because if you don't do that, your child is going to grow up and have social issues with other people without knowing how to problem solve, because you're not showing them how to problem solve. And I had to speak to my brother. One time I said to my brother, I was like, listen, you're not dating. You understand what I'm saying? I said, you have to teach your son how to have a social relationship with women, because if they don't see you having a relationship, they're not going to know what to do.
Exactly.
They're going to go on hearsay, and the street is going to teach them. But I'm on the moms right now.
Right.
Because I got a couple of girlfriends that they don't encourage the relationship. And then when the child comes back to them and the child is speaking ill of the other parent, the parent then encourages that.
Yeah, instead
you
of checking
need to stop that damn child and tell that child, first of all, you respect your parent.
Exactly. I'm clap that up for
Number
you.
one,
Yep.
if there's an issue, you talk to me, I'll talk to the other parent, but you are not to go in there and disrespect your parent or whom the other parent is dating. Let's talk about that, lady.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you have to teach your child how to be respectful at all times, because your child is a representation and an extension of you. So when your child is over there acting a little snide, a little ill, all they're doing is acting like you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you need to encourage your child to have a relationship with that parent. And if that parent is not having a relationship with that child, you need to speak to that father and say, listen, and if the father's married, you need to have a meeting with the father and the wife. You cannot not include her.
Exactly.
She is a part of his life. Period. And you're entrusted not just the father to care for the child, but that other person too. So you need to sit them both down and say, listen, we need to encourage a relationship with this child. And even though I might not like some of the stuff y'all did, let's work this out for the child. So the child can see us as a whole unit and not as separate entities where I can run from one side to the other like a ping pong.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you
Because then the child gets to manipulate the situation. And that's all my take on it, because I've been through it personally.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to encourage other women, please promote healthy relationships with your children and the other parent. Even if you don't like the stuff they're doing, let the child find out. If they're an asshole, let the child find out.
Yeah.
If the child is, when they get old enough, they're going to find out that the person is like that, and then they're going to make their own choice.
That's a
not
fact.
based on you.
Yep.
Let it be based on their experience with them.
Exactly.
That's it.
Right.
Exactly.
We appreciate you sharing that, Tammy. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Have a good party.
You too.
You too.
And you want to know what one of the biggest issues with this whole situation is too? You have a lot of adult people who just aren't grown up. You know what I'm saying? Like they're grown if you look at the age at the end of the name, but the mentalities aren't of a grown up.
Right.
Take this call.
Right. Caller from the 908 station name. Where you calling from? You on the Man Cave morning / afternoon show. What's up?
Hey, Norm, it's Par Lady. How are you?
Hey, Par Lady. What's going on?
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. So I'm going to ask some questions,
Mm-hmm.
right, from the single mother of son side of it.
Okay.
Okay? Because, I love you, and but I'm just going to ask some questions, and I'm going to ask based on being a mother who raised some sons without their father being present, as he should.
Mm-hmm.
The first question I have to ask you, the first question I want to know is that boys love their mother, right?
Yes.
Right.
All
Absolutely.
boys love their mother.
This is true.
When they watch their mother struggle, right? And they don't see the father having to have the same struggle. One of the things you said is you were grinding, right?
Right.
You were able to do that because you didn't have to worry about childcare.
That's not true.
You didn't have to worry about whether or not somebody was sick at night.
That's not true.
Nothing.
That's not true, though. I never said.
When the woman is saddled
Listen.
with the full responsibility of the child, there's a lot that goes into that. There's some freedoms that she has to give up. And if she doesn't give up those freedoms, society looks at her like she's a poor mother. Your kid should come first. What kind of mother are you? We don't put that same pressure on men.
You know what? That's true for some cases. It's not my case, because when I had it, they had. Even when I wasn't with her. So you know what I'm saying? So there's cases I've sold out like 4 G's and didn't know really what was done with that money. I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying?
Kids. Okay, you said when I had it, they had it.
When I had
kids
it,
don't operate from that level.
No.
They don't operate from that level.
But listen. And even when I didn't have it, I would get it, even though I may have to pay it back to somebody, whether it be a mother or family member. But even when I didn't have it, they would have it. So it's not a case where where struggling to get food in the mouth or whatever like that, because I had a place too. You know, the mom chose that I'm going to have custody. So with my situation, I'm not going to say with which one, but I won residential custody. So there's a lot of it that you don't know. The judge gave me residential custody because they saw certain things. So I'm gonna leave it at there because again, I'm not here to badmouth nobody.
The kids don't process like we do. We process the things about food, clothing, and shelter, and all that stuff like that. Kids, for a lot of times, are children, right? They're selfish.
Absolutely.
Right? They think what's in the best interest of what they want at that time, right? So you could have been doing all of that, right? He could have wanted a Tonka truck. And she could have said to him, I don't have the money for a Tonka truck. Right? Something as silly as a Tonka truck. And now he's like, you weren't there for me because when I wanted the Tonka truck, you see what I'm saying? You weren't there for me for the Tonka truck. Because that's the way that kids process. They don't process like we do. My other question is for you, do you think that you have a responsibility? Now, you said you forgave your son, you know you weren't there, you were doing. Do you think you have a responsibility to make the mother whole? Because do you think maybe if the mother was made whole, that would have an effect on the child's relationship?
Made whole in what sense?
Yeah, that's all. I didn't understand that in the chat either.
Made whole in what sense, though? In what sense?
So,
because the relationship was over.
No. The relationship with her as you and her being girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever is over where that's concerned.
Right.
However, you know how they say happy wife, happy life? Same thing with the mother of your children. When the mother of your children is safe, secure, and made whole, she's able to transfer that to your children. So is it possible, and I'm just asking, is it possible that if the mother, if his mother was made whole, like what would the mother need to make her whole so she can loosen up to help him make whole?
Well, at that point in time, the mother, at that point in time, years and years and years ago, the mother was doing better than me. The mother was doing better than me, but I still held down my end. You know, one again through the court system, so I held down my end on that point, and then child support was dropped because the judge was like, "Nah, it needs to be with the father." So the whole residential situation changed.
That's good.
So there's a lot to it.
I agree with boys going with their father.
Yeah,
I do.
But there's a lot. There's a lot that
I'm
I'm not saying. and again, both mothers, good people. Everybody has to grow and evolve and learn. And even though they handle certain things wrong or whatever like that, like I said, all that, that's the past. That's the past. So I'm not going to sit up here and say anything wrong about them, but I will say this: I always left myself accessible in case there was need for anything. So I left. It wasn't like any door was shut. I never shut a door. So sometimes too, and I think Tammy said it best. However, sometimes the mother of a child may act out because certain situations is not happening with them and the father. You know, so
I agree with that.
So at you know, with that being said, I know if there was an intervention, there was more of an intervention with the mom trying to talk to the child, like, listen, this is wrong how you're acting towards your father, or don't do that, or blah 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 blah, and this or whatever, and this. If there was more intervention on that level, on that side of it, especially when the child was with the mom, I know things would probably be different now.
So that's my question, because she seems to be the linchpin in this. She seems to be the linchpin. So what would it take to make her whole so she can get on board?
You talking about now?
I tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing
God
that I
bless
think
her
is
and wish her
not
the
a good
best.
idea.
Yeah, I want to. No, let me hear. I want to hear.
I want to hear this.
Say.
You talking about now?
Let me hear this.
I'm worried about making my wife whole.
Yeah. No, I want to hear.
And bingo. And see there you go. Something else you said. Something else you said that children reflect on. When you were younger and doing what younger people things do, you know that nobody has the best of us when we're younger. Nobody has the best of us when we're younger. But when we make mistakes and we get older and we get growing pains and we mature, the person who we're with now has the benefit of the best of us.
That's a fact.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, one of the things that I know would be a major problem with a woman, right? Somebody said that you have to have a conversation with the wife and the children. I don't agree with that when there's tension. I don't agree with that. I really don't agree with that. And I don't think that that's helpful to the woman who has the child, who didn't have you while she was raising the child when it was the best of you. I think if you two can't work it out first, the only thing that bringing your wife into the picture will cause new resentment. Because in her mind, you get the person that I wanted and didn't have.
Wow. Yeah. That's true.
I can't speak for none of that, but no, what you're saying is right.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say that's the case in my situation because I don't know how.
No, I heard the other caller say it. The other caller said you need to bring that wife in. I said, I don't know about that. Depends on the situation.
Yeah, I know. With my situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, my wife ain't got nothing but love for my son or whatever. When he was around, you know, look, we just threw him. This where I really don't understand too. Like, we just threw him a beautiful birthday party
last year.
A beautiful birthday party, like, and then like, okay, and then, you know, you make a text, hey, love you, son, how you doing today? You don't love me, blah 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 blah. I'm like, damn, it's just never. It's just never.
That has to do with something.
Never enough
with the mother.
It's never ever enough.
Something.
And then you also have to factor in also, Norm, these millennials, and like I have said in the text, I've been with mine every step of the way, right? And still, sometimes when things don't go the way they wanted to go, it's all hell breaks loose. So you got to factor some of that into it as well, that some of these kids, unfortunately, we've done so much to try to do our best that we have raised a little bit of entitlement in children. I don't care what situation they're in. Okay, I was trying to be nice. Some of our children are entitled. We have a lot of entitled millennials because we said to ourselves, "I'll make sure my kids have everything I didn't have." And what we did was we created monsters.
Yeah.
So some of that also is the entitlement that we build into our children. And I'm sure if he does it to you, he also does it to mom. He does it to anybody who at that point he feels as though he's having a day and needs to get this
I'm gonna agree with you there, because back when I was having conversations with his mother, she would say that. Oh my God, she's like, oh, you need to talk to him because blah 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 blah. And the way he speaks to me and blah blah blah. So I'm like, now
he resents both sides.
So now I'm like, oh, now you see what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
So now you now you see what I'm dealing with or whatever. And my thing is, I'm like, well, it's not I can say to him because he's not listening to me because of maybe something you kind of created
instilled, a
while ago.
But it sounds like
if you know where I'm getting at, it's like maybe it's something you created where now he doesn't respect anything I say. You know, so at that point, what do you do? What do you do? But just you sit back and you hope it will get better, or you try to communicate, whatever. But listen, today's children, if they do not want to communicate with you,
they're not. Yeah,
they're different.
They're different.
They are not.
They're
just not going to communicate with you. And you could be speaking the truth to them and this and that, and you could apologize over and over. If they feeling some type of way, they're going to stick to their guns, and you cannot change the way they feel. You know, so at this point, all I could do now, Pie Lady, is leave the door open.
Yeah,
that's it.
And
if he walks through, he walks through.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Can't stress yourself.
If he doesn't, look, I would tell my sons, I keep my passport fresh.
Wow,
that's it. I'm gonna keep my passport stamped. Y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do.
Pie Lady, we thank you. We got another call coming in.
All right,
we
dear.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for entertaining my questions.
No problem. Caller from the 973. State your name. Where you calling from?
Hey, what's happening, brothers? It's the Diva. What's going on?
Hey, Diva. How are you?
Hey, Diva. What's good?
I'm loving the conversation that you guys are having today, but I'm coming from the point of being in a relationship with someone who has children, being that I don't have one. And I have to say this, and you ladies might get mad at me, and I'm sorry. Y'all need to get your shit together. Because if I'm helping him take care of his children, why are you coming at me, barking at me about what I can and cannot do with your child? When your child is with me, he or she has to respect my household.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
that is a
And when
triple fact.
when I'm the one helping him, maybe helping him pay the child support, when I'm helping him clothe him, when I'm helping him feed him, oh no, that child will respect me. And I don't expect the mother to come at me and say, "Don't be touching my child. Don't be talking to my child like that. Your child is in my house. Your child is going to respect me."
Exactly. I seen somebody put up a Facebook post earlier this week, something like that. It was like, ladies, would you let your, if your boyfriend or whatever, husband, if would you let them discipline your child, if they stay with you, whatever? And I put in there, and someone was like, "Oh heck no." And I put in there, absolutely. If they staying in my house, and like you just said, I put a roof over their head, I put food on the table, I put clothes on their back, absolutely. If you step out of line, you're going to get dealt with. And any woman, if I'm with you and you don't feel that same way, then you can kick rocks, because there's no way in the world I'm going to let a child that I'm taking care of, like a daddy, whether I'm their daddy or not, disrespect me. And you say, "Oh no, I'll discipline them." No, you will not, because if they're disrespecting me, I have to discipline them, or they'll never respect me. If you discipline them when they do something to me, they're going to respect you. They're not going to respect me, and that's vice versa. Like I tell that to my wife with my grandson right now. My grandson will do something. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna call Papa. I'm gonna tell Papa." And I look at her like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "You're gonna take care of it," because he already knows not to try that shit with me. So by you sending me in there to take care of the situation, only thing that's doing is strengthening my respect. It's diminishing yours, because he looking like, "Oh, if Pop-Up ain't here, I do what the hell I want to do.
I do what I want.
She ain't going to do nothing." So I told her, I said, "No, you handle that." I said, because he already know me. You see, he don't do that with me. You need to take care of that. So you could gain that same level of respect that he'll know when you look at him and say something, he better do what he say, not Pop-Pop, because Pop-Pop is going to get him. So absolutely, I agree with you 200%. And I always feel like any parent that has a problem with that, then you take the child in. Take the child, because there's no way.
I also believe that there needs to be a sit down between
the parents,
girlfriend/wife,
yes,
the baby mama, the husband, the new boyfriend, whatever.
Yes,
because it has to be rules done on common ground.
Exactly.
I need to back you. What you do, me with you. You need to back me when he does something, when he's with me.
Now we need to be respectful, because there need to be, like I said, there need to be lines drawn. Now I will not let you abuse my child,
right?
And or I would never abuse it, because sometimes that happens because he ain't my son. Get over it. It's like you're not going to do that. You're not going to abuse my child. But if my child does something wrong and you discipline him, I can't have a problem with that if he's living in your house. Now, if you abusing him, if he walking down the hall and you just punch him in his chest on GP because he looks like me, then we have an issue. Then I'm coming to whip your ass.
But the fact that I just have a problem with women who feel like, "Oh, he's with somebody else."
Yes.
And I'm pissed because he's moved on and I'm still stuck in the same place. No, I don't want your new girl around my baby. No, you have to stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
It takes a village. That's all I'm gonna say. It takes
That's
a village.
fact. Like, people got to get out of their feelings, of how they felt and how the person made them feel. And all that. You got to realize, okay, well, we're past that stage now. We don't feel that way anymore. We don't make each other feel that way anymore. But we have this child that came out of that love, and this is where it really messes me up, because sometimes kids are just whatever, a mistake or a happenstance. But most of the time, the kids came out of love when you guys loved each other and you couldn't get enough of each other. So why turn something that was once beautiful into a train wreck? If this child was made out of love and came into this world out of love, then we still together need to love that child. It shouldn't be, okay, well, I'm going to take you away from him because our love is not the same. Our love don't count anymore. We should always be able to parent our child, and we should, it should never badmouth the child about you in front of them and vice versa. The child should never hear one parent say anything negative about the other parent ever. You know, that's something that you keep internal, that you talk to with your friends or family, whatever, but you should never do that to that child because you're implanting stuff in that child's head. Like I said, if that is the case, when people don't realize children are very perceptive, even at young ages. They know who's doing what and what's what and who's trying. You know, so if you're keeping them away, you know they're gonna realize that also once they get of a certain age. Like, hey, you know what? I thought my dad didn't want to see me. Or I thought my mom didn't want to see me, but it really wasn't like that. I just realized that this is your fault. You was the one that was keeping me from them all this time. So, you know, like I said, that's a dangerous game that people play with their children, and then they wind up losing them in the end, or they wind up resenting them in the end. Like I said, I think, not that I know all the nuances of it, but it sounds like that's something like what's happening with your son. Like he's figured out, or he's seen through coming up that everything that was said wasn't necessarily true. So he still has resentment for you because you wasn't there, but now he also has resentment from her because maybe she was keeping you from being there. And that's why he's bumping heads with everybody. And now he's just mad. Now he's mad at the world. You know, you know, like Parlay said, these millennials are different.
Yeah. Well,
they're different.
Norm been beating the head enough, man.
Yeah, man.
Listen,
you can only listen.
I've been beating the head enough. Like
Well,
I said, the door's
I'm gonna
always
go back
open.
to work now that I done opened up a Pandora's box. I'm gonna go back to work now.
All right, D.
We appreciate you, David.
We appreciate you.
Bye.
All right. Phone lines are now open.
Yes.
Please, no matter what platform you're listening to us on, share it out
today.
Share it out. Click the share button. Share it out right now. Somebody needs to hear this.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to hear this conversation. Somebody needs to hear your thoughts, your views, all of that. Let's read some comments from the chat.
You got another call?
Okay. Caller from the 336. State your name where you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Show. What's up?
This is Tammy Walker again. I'm going to make it short and sweet because I respect the sisters that call. I love you so much for the feedback. But I'm going to make it short and sweet. I was the jealous woman that the man had left and went to the other woman with the kids. And what happened was, and this is not for everybody, but she called a meeting with me. I told you the story before. She called a meeting with me. And like I said, when she met with me, she let me know. And I was there because she all cute and everything like that. And, yeah, she had the best of him and everything like that. But what I found out is she only had the best of him, sweetheart, because he had grown.
Exactly.
He had grown.
Yeah.
And when he was with me, he was in a different place, in a different time, and he was a different guy.
Yeah.
And then when she was with him, he had grown. So whatever experiences he needed to have with me, he had those experiences and then some. And then he got with the person later after he went through those experiences. So it's not nothing taken away from you at all. It's just that he was just in a different place at that moment.
Yeah.
That's all.
But that's what she was saying. That's what she meant by when she said that they had the best. That's what she meant. That actually, went through the bumps and the bruises, the trials and tribulations.
That's what I was saying. I was feeling her when she said that because I felt her when she said that because that's exactly how I felt.
Yeah.
And so I resented the female because of that. So I was acting funny with my kids.
Wow.
I was a jealous girl. And then when a woman had a meeting with me and sat me down and let me know how much she loved my kids, and we had a moment because she was saying, it is hurting me when you keep the kids away from. She said, it has nothing to do with him. She said, I've grown to love your children.
Wow.
And when the kids are not there and how I can't hear them laugh and everything like that, I was like, this woman really loved my children.
Wow. Right. And how could you hate anybody that love your kids?
To myself.
Yeah.
That's all, ladies. I just wanted to tell you, I had to grow up. And it's better all the way around. It's better for the kids all the way around because they get to have healthy. They don't have to choose both sides. They get to have one healthy unit.
Exactly. Yep.
Where everybody's supporting them. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say. But that's it. You guys, happy Friday to y'all again. I just wanted to let them know that I was in that place and I had to grow up and everything like that. And I have grown. And I love that woman because she's still good to my kids.
Wow.
My kids are adults now. And like I told you, I got to give her props. Because she has helped me tremendously with the rent on my kids. I'm not saying that I couldn't do it on my own because I was a single mom at one time, because I could have. But having their help, oh my God, helped me expeditiously. It did.
Wow.
Because I got the vacation with a peace of mind, knowing that my kids was in good hands. You understand what I'm saying? My kids had cultural growth going over there with them. and everything like that. They've grown in so many ways. And then I'm hoping that when they have their relationship, there's some understanding. That's all. Happy Friday to you guys, and that's it.
Thank you. Appreciate the transparency. Yes, definitely.
we love it.
Clap that up, Stuart. Give me a little volume on that. Definitely. Yeah, it's real. It's real, and you know, the saddest part about this, you know, like this topic and stuff, like it actually shifted to one vein, is that at the end of the day, the person who's hurting the most or gets hurt the most in these situations is the children. You know, the parents hurt. Yeah, the parents going through a little stuff, but the most emotional scarring, I think, happens to the children.
Right.
And it apparently, like I said, it sticks with them, and it does transform into the way that they have relationships in their life. You know, unfortunately, that's why they always talk about breaking the cycles of different things of life, because it does happen. If someone gets raped at a young age, a lot of times what happened, they turn into rapists. Unfortunately, it happens.
Yeah.
You know, if this happens to a person at a young age, like, you know, it is a cycle that we have to be able to break and want to break.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing right there, breaking the cycle, man. And even, you know, it's so, and it's funny, I'm gonna say this, I'm not saying it to take anything away from my situation, but this what we going through, like the back and forth with me and my son is so stereotypical, and I'm like, oh, man, come on, man, just let's move past it.
Yeah,
you know, let's move past it. You know, Dad wasn't around enough. You grow up, you get mad at it. You know, you're mad at him, you hate him, this and that, and you know, you always want to lash out against him. Like, okay, I get it. Apologize for it. You know, say, okay, let's make it better. Let's move past this. You know, let's improve the relationship, the whole nine. And you still at that point, the problem is no longer with me.
Facts, yeah.
Because I'm looking for change.
Yeah.
For positive change. If you want to stay stagnant,
yeah, and not change with me,
and not try, or at least try to change with me, then the problem is no longer with me. Because I can say, I'm sorry, or forgive me, or I wish I'd have done this, I wish I'd done it 8 million times.
Yeah.
But if you're not willing to, you know what I'm saying, to take that step forward, to change it, the problem is no longer with me. There's certain things you have to work out within you.
Yeah.
I'm just being real with it. I'm being real with it. Yeah. All right, we're talking about reasons to let go of resentments and forgive. All right, I'm
gonna tell you that before you step on, just one thing. And I resent the person who came up with the phrase that Polly said. She said, "Oh, you heard the phrase before, happy wife, happy life." Absolutely not. I don't believe in that, and that doesn't go in my household. My saying is, happy spouse, happy house. Because if the only thing, if our only job as a man is to just make sure that a woman is happy and we could be miserable, then to me we've failed horribly.
Right.
You know, if her job is not to make sure that I'm as happy as I'm trying to make sure she is, then we have an issue, because that's a one-sided relationship. So whatever jackass it was, whether man, woman, or child who came up with that is, no, not in my house. Happy spouse, happy house. We both need to be happy, or nobody. Because I can tell you right now, if I'm not happy, ain't nobody gonna be happy.
Right.
That's a fact. So happy house, happy spouse. Okay, we can move on. Sorry.
I think too, and if you keep beating somebody down that's already beat down about the situation, and you just keep trying to beat them down, then you become a little bit sadistic.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
That's borderline like sadistic. I already said I'm beat down. Like I'm beat. Okay,
I'm bleeding from the
beat
mouth.
Down. I'm bleed. Yeah, I'm cut. I'm bruised and this and that. Like I get it. I get it. It's like, but and the Tonka truck and the toy and the this and the that. It was abuse. It was emotional abuse that you wasn't there and this and that, whatever like that. Like I get it. Like I'm sorry. I was wrong and I was younger. You know, different. I evolved. You changed. I thought, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You constantly poking the already injured bear, it's like, that's a little sadistic to me, man. I'm just saying.
It'll all get better. It's healing time, y'all.
Yeah. But I want to hear some other things that reasons to let go of resentments and forgive. Reasons to let go.
Do we have a list with that one today?
Yeah.
We do have a list?
Yeah. Let's talk about it from a relationship standpoint. There's some people that never could forgive cheating. Is cheating one of those unforgivable things? I want to know, ladies. I want to know, people. Is that just that's something totally unforgivable? Because most people say, listen, you cheat on me, I'm out, I'm done, blah, 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 blah. And some women react crazy. But is that something that is forgivable and you can move past and you can restore a relationship? Or do you resent somebody for the rest of their life because they made a mistake? Is it something you can move past? All right, I do got 5 reasons. 5 reasons to let go of resentments and forgive. Here's a reason to let it go. Reason number 1. When you let go of resentments, you bring life back into your life. This is true.
This is true.
This is very true. Y'all heard me? When you let go of resentments, you bring life back into your life.
Man.
Love is the source of all life. It is the glue that holds everything together. To love is to live, and to live is to forgive. When you forgive, you liberate yourself from the chains of resentment and bring life back into your life. When you forgive, you become free. Free the mistakes of the past. Free from pain and suffering, and free from everything holding you back in life. Yeah, man.
I like that. Man, that's a good one.
Yeah. Through the act of forgiveness, you return to life, you return to love, and you return to self.
Wow.
Damn.
That's a good one.
Number 1.
Yeah.
So that's the number 1 reason why you should let go of resentments and forgive. What y'all think about that first one? Number 2. When you forgive, you take back your power.
That's a fact, too.
You hear that?
Yeah.
When you forgive, you take back your power.
And that goes with what Ingrid said before. I think she said about the forgiveness. That's a transference of power, and it absolutely is. Yes, agreed.
Yeah, by letting go of resentments, you take back your power, and you go from perceiving yourself as a victim to realizing that you are a powerful creator. The events of the past are of the past and belong in the past. What people did or didn't do to you back then is now just a memory. And a memory isn't more powerful than you yourself are.
Okay, stop that on top.
A memory isn't more powerful than you yourself are. That's deep.
That's super deep.
Man, I'm loving this. So number 2 is when you forgive, you take back your power. And these are all reasons why you should let go of resentments and forgive. Let's go to number 3. First, let's see what comments we got in the chat. And then I'll go to number 3.
Tammy said, "Woo, damn, I needed that." Walter Pittman said, "Yes, indeed." Sandy said, I can forgive a cheater, just can't be with him. It won't work." Kim Street said, "Let it go, because while you sitting over there being mad at him or her, they have gone on with their lives and found happiness." That's a fact. Found happiness. Stop being miserable. When one door closes, you then allow other doors to open. I like that. Ingrid said, "I live in my head and will not be able to forgive a cheater." Phyllis before that said, "Yes, Norm." Tammy also said, "For that, depends on the situation." And said, "Facts." Yep.
All right.
And Sandy also said, "Happy spouse, happy house." Yes.
All right. Reasons to let go of resentments and forgive. We're on number 3. All right. Number 3 is when you let go of resentments, you heal your life. At the end of the day, it really does not matter what others did to you or how life treated you. All that matters is what you do with whatever life sends your way.
Wow.
All that matters is how you choose to respond to the dark situations and painful interactions that come your way. When you make a decision to embrace a forgiving attitude and let go of resentments, you make peace with the past and you heal your future. In doing so, you keep the errors of the past from repeating themselves. You hear that? In doing so, you keep the errors of the past from repeating themselves in your present and your future life.
Clap that up.
Yes, when you let go of resentments, you heal yourself and you heal your life. All right, so we're going to go on to number 4. Number 4. When you forgive, you return to peace.
Mm-hmm. I like that one too.
When you forgive, you return to peace. Just as the sun does not turn dark because the clouds are passing by. In the same way, we shouldn't turn bitter just because so many people are. Nor should we lose our inner peace just because the world seems to have no peace. Think about that one. Nor should we lose our inner peace just because the world seems to have no peace. With all the chaos going around in the world and mass shootings and this and that, you ever find that space that's just for you? You know, you ever get into or go into that room that's just for you and do whatever, and you find your inner peace, and you just like. Meanwhile, there's shootings going on over here, and robberies going on over here, and protests about this, whatever. But you still have an inner peace. All right, so we have to learn to return to peace. All right, so now by putting aside the dark and painful memories of the past. By letting go of all that no longer serves you, you prove to yourself that your inner peace is a lot more important than anything else. Even more important than getting even and being right.
Wow.
It's even more important than getting even and being right. And when your inner peace is more important than keeping scores and getting even, you are free.
That is a fact.
You are free.
That is a fact.
Because if you still want to get even with somebody,
exactly,
and you still want to even a score or whatever like that, you're not free. You're still bound. By that situation.
That's a fact.
And they have the power still.
They have the power.
Real talk. All right. Number 5. When you let go of resentments, you discover that everybody is doing the best they know how. When you let go of resentments, you discover that everybody's doing the best they know how. There is no such thing as a perfect human being. Damn, I said this today. To be human is to make mistakes. To hurt and get hurt. It's all a part of life. All a part of our humanity. And when you truly understand this, you can't help but forgive everyone for being human. You can't help but forgive everyone, yourself including, for their mistakes and ignorance. When you let go of resentments and forgive, you discover that people do the best they know how, and when they will know better, they do better. And when they will know better, they do better. You ever think about that when you just let go of something, whatever, and you be like, you know what? That is just that person.
Yeah, exactly.
That is just how they are.
Yeah.
I can't change how they are. They settled in their ways. Who am I to try to change somebody? I either accept it or I move away from it. All right. And that was the last one? Yeah. That was the last one. That was enough.
Yeah. We got some comments. Latanya said, if Jesus can forgive, so can you. Joe said, take the lesson, receive your blessing, and move on. Tammy said, facts. And then she also said, got the chills, needed that too.
Yeah. And I forgive T-Berry for making this drink so good that it's almost gone. This is called a Henny Colada. And you got the Peach Amsterdam Colada.
Yep. Which I'm going to partake of a little later.
And this was rocking.
Yes, sir.
It's got me spilling my guts.
Today's show is sponsored by
Transparency in a Bag.
Tammy also said, I was just mad at someone too. Good. I'm glad this hopefully helped you to release that, because it's only beneficial to you. Like I said, so many times we walk around here mad at people and they have no clue. They just going around living their best life, and we miserable out here mad at look at that, blah, 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 and they don't give two damns about it.
Yes. Yeah.
Not
absolutely.
at all.
Absolutely. Shout out to Suzette. She said, "Let go and let God." Yes, yeah. Suzette.
And Tammy said, "Damn, got me all the way together." That's what's up.
Yeah. Those are some decent ones.
Those are some good ones.
And it's funny. It was only 5 of them,
but they were deep. They were good. A good 5.
And it was definitely a good 5.
A strong 5.
What's going on, real quick, man? What can we possibly talk about? That I want to talk about. I want to talk about this broad real quick. I'll jump around.
Which one?
This broad right here, man.
Oh.
This chick. So Christina Cook. She posts on social media a picture of her in an AR-15. And she says, "I bet Dr. King wish he had a sniper on his side that day."
Yeah, they be bugging sometimes.
So, Dr. King's daughter, Bernice, claps back. Call back in 1 second. Dr. King's daughter claps back and tweets out. She says, "Listen to his speech." You know, talking to this broad. You know, I only say that when you're just doing something ignorant. But she's talking to this broad. She said, "Listen to his speech. I've been to the mountaintop, delivered the evening before he was assassinated. My father knew his time on earth was short. He stood by his nonviolent philosophy. He would not have wanted a gun battle on his behalf. Don't use him for this. Hashtag MLK." Let's clap it up for Bernice King.
Yeah, definitely.
She handled that rather well.
Gracefully, yeah.
Because I would have said,
yeah, I'd do some MFers in there.
Yeah, it'd have been a whole bunch of...
a lot of bleeping.
Yeah. Bloop, 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 bloop. But she handled that like the queen she is. But this is just part of the ignorance that goes on in the world.
Yeah, that's why we screwed up.
Yeah, you could call back in. The phone number is
646-233-1302.
Let's read some comments. This is the best one this week. Oh, well, thank you. Ingrid Judge, these people post ignorant-ish for attention. We make this trash go viral. True indeed.
Yeah.
True indeed. That was just some ignorant nonsense that she said though. All right, we're gonna move on.
We got to do the Cardi B.
Where Cardi at? Oh yeah, let's talk about Cardi. So this is it right here, right? Yeah. All right, so Cardi B curses out 10-year-old rappers for calling her butt fake. All right, should Cardi have took the high road or the low road? So we're gonna talk about the story a little bit, and then I'm gonna run the clip. All right, so just read a little bit of it.
Yeah, you can read it. Well, that's the second one. We'll do the first one.
Which?
Next to the left.
This one?
To the left. Yeah.
Right. All right. During the course of Cardi B's short but meteoric musical career, the rap raven has carefully cultivated a confrontational reputation as a femme fatale who will feud with anyone at any time. The most conspicuous example of this fact was the brawl involving Nicki Minaj at last year's New York Fashion Week. But now Cardi B is bucking back profanely at the collection of 10-year-old rappers from Westchester, New York, named Z Nation. Z Nation. Westchester, by the way, is a quaint city about an hour's drive north of New York City. Z Nation is a rap group made up of Caucasian quadruplets who go by the stage name Hollywood, Slim Z, Bones McCoy, and Mr. Great, who have become YouTube and Instagram sensations. They already have 5 million albums worldwide and boast 143,000 Instagram followers. 5 million, that got to be a mistake.
That was in the thing.
All right, they ain't got no 5 million albums.
What do you mean 5 million sold maybe or something? I don't know. It's possible with YouTube. It's possible.
5 million albums, bro.
Bro, these kids are becoming millionaires off of YouTube.
That's an era. That gotta be an era.
I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
Run the video. let them see. What's going on.
All right. So we're gonna run the video about her clapping back at these 10-year-old rappers, and then listen to what the rappers had to rap about Cardi B. Cardi B was going in on these 10-year-old boys.
Yeah.
Listen to this. What y'all think? How would y'all handle this? I'm curious.
Some suburban white boys, and you got the fucking nerve to talk about me, about a motherfucking grown woman, black woman, Hispanic woman, because where I'm from, where you talk about adults, their parents get smacked the fuck up. And I find it so disgusting that their motherfucking parents are using them to go on social media, talk shit about adults. I like to tell people about their parenting because I'm a parent myself, but I know better. I know.
Yo, that's my word. You be smiling like a turd. You belong in a zoo. You be sounding like a bird. We know how you do when you trying to get that worm. That's why you wash up. You remind me of a germ. All that money, now your soul is replaced. They could fix your teeth, but they couldn't fix your face. It's out of this world. You must be from outer space. Going nowhere fast, like you running in place. I wonder how long you'll last. Cardi, you trash. We don't like you like bullies in class. We turning up and you ain't make the cut. I don't know what's faker, your life or your butt, and I don't.
Some suburban white boys, and you got the fucking nerve to talk about me, about a motherfucking grown woman.
Yo, these little jokers. Yo, I'd have found their house and smacked fire out of them. What you say to me?
Hold on.
I would start spanking everybody. Wow.
Hold up. I don't know, man. How should
We don't
Cardi
know
have
what's
really...
worse, your butt or your... I mean, what's figure your butt or your...
How should she have handled that, though? How you think? What y'all think? How should Cardi have handled that situation? Or should she not have handled it at all? Or even responded?
It's Cardi B. You knew she was going to respond. They knew she was going to respond. Everybody knew. I'm with her. It was basically a publicity stunt to get more hits and to get their name out there. Because they know Cardi B was... They knew Cardi was going to respond to that. What? These little white boys talk about what?
Ingrid said I would send my cousins to check for them.
Wow.
But hey, that's just me. Wow, come on now.
Cut
it out.
That's funny though.
Cut it out. Let's read some more
When I
comments.
first seen that though, I was like, I seen it last night. I was like, Cardi B cussed out. I'm like, what? Before I actually delved into the story, and after seeing the story, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Susan Crawford says, come on, 10-year-olds. High road, definitely. Now the parents, I may have addressed them because they probably encouraged it. Darryl D. Mack said Cardi gave them the exposure. Exactly, the parents wanted for them. Those kids are reciting somebody else's rhymes. I kind of agree with that. I don't think that they wrote any of that stuff. And I said the same thing. It was a publicity stunt to get them more followers and to get them, Yo,
did he just
that
say
attention?
Publicity blunt?
Yeah, I
You
kind of did.
You smoke now?
I try not to.
Smoking blunts?
Cigars, that's about it. Without the stuff in them. Regular ones.
All right.
But yeah, but that was crazy.
Yo, I got to show y'all this, man. I got to show y'all this. Hold on. This is crazy. So let me read this real quick. All right, I'm convinced some of y'all literally go to church for the sole purpose of showing the F out for attention. This went on stage and caught the Holy Goblin. Now I ain't going front. I will say this to what I'm about to show y'all. Y'all got to see this, and I hope y'all still y'all still attentive right now because y'all got to see this, man. Listen, I do believe that some people are extra in church.
Yeah, absolutely.
They just are extra,
Yeah, absolutely,
extra.
absolutely.
Like, come on, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I get it. We love the Lord.
Yeah. Some people want to love him a little more.
Yeah, we
Just
love
make
Jesus.
everybody
We
think.
love,
Yeah.
all that. We come to church to get our praise on and all of that. I get it, but some people are extra. I just want y'all to check out Dude. Tell me what y'all think. Here it is. Man Cave Show.
I just quit church. I'm officially ain't going back no more after that. Gang!
I would have got up and went home. And they egging them on. They like,
you got my man laying down at the altar, like knock it off. Wow.
Yes, come on. The congregation ain't no better.
Nah.
Egging them on. Go ahead, brother. Yes. Extra. Read all about it.
That fool crazy. Wow.
Pamela Swain said, "Okay, I can't." Kim Sheree said he trying to be the entire choir.
Man, listen.
Ingrid cracking up. Shout out to Bob Sumner and Checker Bob was good.
Bob.
Saying he said, "Wait, what?"
We gonna have him come out to the church near you.
Extra. D-Mac said Cardi gave them the exposure the parents wanted for them. You read that already, right? Yeah. But that was just crazy.
You know, I want to go to the Trump story next. We got to let people see this because he just special. Like I said before, we could probably do a story, at least one story on Trump. Every day.
All right.
Like literally.
All right, here it is. Let's talk about it. Called out by meteorologists, Trump clings to claim Dorian could have hit Alabama. He said, "What I said was accurate," Trump tweeted Thursday morning, a day before showing reporters a week-old hurricane map that had apparently been doctored. Damn it, Trump. You lying about weather now.
Everything.
All right. It says, under fire from prominent meteorologists for giving out incorrect information on the path of Hurricane Dorian. President Donald Trump on Thursday doubled down on his assertion that the storm was at one point headed for Alabama. He said coverage of his claim, including the moment when he showed a week-old map that had been doctored with a Sharpie, was meant to demean him. In the early days of the hurricane, when it was predicted that Dorian would go through Miami or West Palm Beach, even before it reached the Bahamas, certain models strongly suggested that Alabama and Georgia would be hit as it made its way through Florida into the Gulf, Trump tweeted. Instead, it turned north and went up the coast, where it continues now. All right, so we're going to run the clip?
Yeah.
All right, let's run the clip.
But that was the original chart, and you see it was going to hit not only Florida, but Georgia. Could have was going toward the Gulf. That was what was originally projected, and it took a right turn. I know that Alabama was in the original forecast. They thought it would get it as a piece of it. It was supposed to go. Actually, we have a better map than that, which is going to be presented, where we had many lines going directly, many models, each line being a model. The original path that most people thought it was going to be taken, as you know, was right through Florida, where on the right would have been Georgia, Alabama, etc.
And that map that you showed today looked like it almost had like a Sharpie.
I don't know. But that was the original chart.
Yeah,
that's when you always know that he's lying. When he hits you with, "Oh no, I don't know." You gotta ask. You know he's lying. How does Jokers draw?
And they called him out on it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it looks like it was drawn with a Sharpie.
It looks like something my grandson would have did.
Sir, it looks like you did it, sir. Jeez.
No. It's real. It's real. Everybody's saying it's not this fake news. You know. No, that's real. I didn't draw it. I don't even. Sharpie. What's a Sharpie? I've never heard of a Sharpie. Just like I've never heard of a Category 5. Category 5s and Sharpies. What are they? What are they? I don't know.
Let's talk about peas, buddy.
Jeez. Oh wow.
All right.
Jeez.
So Atlanta and Deadpool actress Zazie Beetz rejects the American concept of showers, and fans are shooketh. She rejects the concept of showers. Wow, interesting. It's
Take
no
a mental
secret.
note of that picture, guys. I'm sorry.
It's no secret that Atlanta star Zazie Beetz is stunning, from her all-natural hair to her flawless skin. One would think her beauty routine takes hours, with a medley of essential oils exuding from her bathtub as she takes a soothing soak. But according to the 28-year-old beauty, she's good to go with a little cat wash. Horrible. Damn. Like an open book, Zazie has never shielded away from sharing her beauty choices, including choosing not to shave her armpits.
I was going to put the picture, but I didn't do it.
So true fans were not surprised when she opened up in an interview with Into the Gloss about her choice to not shower every day. I actually think Americans shower too much. I like a cat wash. I do my face, my armpits, and my intimates. Zazie openly confesses. So we're basically talking about her being stinky.
Yeah.
Oh wow. All right. So we saw this right.
Just read because the Twitter. That's some Twitter. So if you read the top part,
Twitter.
Says,
Just as Black Twitter erupted with news that some people don't wash their legs in the shower, users aired out their confusion on the matter. Zazie B said she don't shower often.
So they referencing her to my man.
Wow. I know a lot of people in different cultures.
Yes.
That
yeah, that's not the first time I've
showers.
heard of other European cultures that they said that oh you guys take showers every day.
What y'all think about that? The old natural thing. They're like just, I'm just
what?
I don't take showers. They say they just
splash
they
little
go in the
water
water.
in your face.
They don't take showers. They don't use deodorant.
Yeah. Oh.
Oof. But that's how they live. That's their culture.
Yeah.
And they think it's fine. I mean,
Man.
if you're around other people that don't use deodorant,
you don't
and
smell.
soap,
Yeah, my nose, man. Listen, my nose membranes will be on fire. Fire.
Let's read some comments.
Yeah. Kim Sharif said, "Oh no, that's okay." Pamela Swin said, "Okay, I did the same thing." Okay, Sandy said, "Alabama?" ? This dude is seriously dumb. That's a fact. Darryl D. Mac said, "Why did he find it necessary to even address the weather forecast, and why is he stressing Alabama?" Exactly. Well, I can answer that. When he was on the news talking about it, he actually mentioned Alabama, saying that it missed Alabama or something to that effect when it was never supposed to be in Alabama. So after he was on the news and said that, no, he said it was going to hit Alabama. And so after he went on the news and said that, the news people went on there to correct him and said, Dorian is not expected to land in Alabama, say via, this jackass's comments. So he figured he had to backtrack because he never fact checks or actually reads his speeches because he can't read and he goes off the cuff and he goes off of what he thinks he remembers somebody said. So now he has to prove to the world that there was a model that said it was going to hit Alabama. No, somebody told me Alabama. That's why I said it. So that's why he's trying to actually address it. Ingrid said, didn't he suggest bombing the Hurricanes? He absolutely did. He wanted to drop nuclear bombs in the middle of hurricanes to stop them. He thought that would be a great idea. Yeah. And then Ingrid goes on to the next story to say, what the F with a question mark? Does she take baths? Ingrid also put up fire throw up emoji, said her panties have to smell like trash juice. And Ingrid said, F no, great hygiene is not optical. There is a lady at work that smells like old cat placenta wild, and I hate her for that. Kim Sharif said, he said, my nose is extra sensitive. It picks up everything. If I smell someone foul, there's a problem. Don't do it to yourself. But yeah, there was a picture of her too. I was going to show. She had hairy armpits, and I couldn't do it. I'm like, come on, man. Like, not that all. So you got hairy armpits, and you don't wash every day?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
What's this right here? New York sergeant suspended after shoplifting bust at Macy's in Yonkers.
Yeah.
A New York NYPD sergeant,
female. Yeah.
Damn. How you shoplifting and you popo because you think you want to get caught?
Exactly.
An NYPD housing sergeant was suspended without pay Wednesday after she was arrested for shoplifting from a Macy's in Westchester, police said. Sergeant Eva Pena, 37, was off duty when she was caught trying to make off with more than $350 worth of clothes from the department store at the Cross Country Shopping Center in Yonkers at 8:15 p.m. on Tuesday. Yonkers cops said she was charged with petty larceny and given a disappearance ticket. Pena allegedly took the price tags off 6 pieces of clothing and stuffed the items in her purse. Store security grabbed her before she left and found her stolen swag in her bag, authorities say. Wow, man. Wow. This is crazy. She's accused of attempting to leave the store with approximately $359 of unpaid merchandise in her purse. Tommy Hilfiger pants, a beaded Guess shirt, and she got good taste, and a lace Guess dress were among the pilfered designer does, according to paperwork Macy's filed with the county court. Pena claimed she was set up when interviewed by Yonkers cops, but did not elaborate. Court paperwork reveals she was set up, huh? Oh wow. Okay.
Oh yeah. You should actually read that because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, she was immediately suspended without pay after her bust. The NYPD confirmed she earned $107,000 last year, according to the website. Pena joined the NYPD in 2005 and is assigned to Public Service Area 7 in the Bronx.
I wonder if Kiss might know this chick since she's from the Bronx. So you make over 100 racks a year, and you're in Macy's stealing. But she does have good. There was other pictures like I've heard because she actually just was with the chief of police. Like they had some kind of ball, and she was in this dress. Like she actually does have good taste. Like she's actually bad. She got a bad body.
She knows what to
I know
steal.
I'm married, but she's still got a bad body. But
she knows what to steal.
Yeah,
that
but
just slipped out.
No, I'm just saying she did. Like I didn't want. I was going to post a picture, but I was like, wow. Like I don't want to mess up the people's. But I don't get it. But you know what? She's not the first to do that. How many times we see in the news? You got celebrities who are millionaires who go into these stores and they get caught shoplifting. They stealing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more for the thrill than anything else. But you're a cop of all people. So I think that was what it was. Like you said, she thought she was going to get away with it. Or if somebody stopped her, she'll flash her badge and they'd be like, "Oh, okay, no problem. Go ahead." Not today, sister. Not today. I think he's T-Berry. He's slurping on the final bit of the drink and actually lasted to the end of the show. So I guess it was the perfect portion.
Yo, that portion was just right.
Perfect portion.
Yeah. I should take that in with me tonight on the low. But what you got about Nicki, man?
She's retiring.
Nicki Minaj announces retirement to have my family.
Yeah.
Wow, really? Forget Pink Friday. It looks to be a blue Thursday for Nicki Minaj fans. The rapper and singer has tweeted that she's chosen to retire and have my family. She added a note to her followers asking them to keep repping me. Do it till the death of me. In the box, cause ain't nobody checking me. A reference to her collaboration with Alicia Keys on a remix of the single hit Girl on Fire. I decided to retire and have my family. I know you guys are happy now. To my fans, keep repping me. Oh yeah, okay. Minaj recently told listeners of her Queen radio show that she and boyfriend Kenneth Perry had applied for a marriage license and would be wed in about 80 days. So she's going to give up the game. But you know why she referenced that? She feels as though, hey, Cardi is the new thing. Y'all got Cardi. I love her.
It's possible, yeah. She don't want to compete no more.
Y'all ain't checking for me like that. Even though I think Nicki is
she's still relevant. And
she's dope.
Yeah.
As far as, lyrically, compared to Cardi. Not taking anything away from Cardi.
But they can coexist.
They can coexist together. I'm just saying, like.
But I think it's more for ego because I've always felt that Cardi coming out, that's how Cardi felt. Cardi wanted them to coexist because, like Cardi said in interviews, she used to be a fan of Nicki's until she made it. And Nicki made it apparently clear that there was only room for one at the top, and it wasn't her. So I think since Cardi, I think in Nicki's mind, she thought that Cardi was going to be a fly-by-night. You know what I'm saying, with Bodak Yellow, and after that died down, then it was going to be nothing else, but then she kept coming out with stuff. And I thought she felt that she would be able to weather the storm, but I think, like you said, at this point, she's like, you know what? Maybe it's just best for me to, get married, have a kid,
Listen. I mean, I get that too.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. Let me just settle down, just do my family, and leave this entertainment business alone, and whatever. She may be at that point in life. Like, if I don't have a baby now,
and that's what I'm gonna say. I was just about to say, you know what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that she's gonna do that. She's gonna get married, have a baby, and once she has her baby, and maybe the baby's a year or two old, she's gonna come out of retirement. Because she knows if she's still touring and traveling, she really don't have time to do that.
It's gonna be harder.
You think so?
Yeah, it's gonna be harder. If she gets married and
I don't think
and goes
so.
out the game for me, it's just like a boxer, man. It's just like a boxer when
she's not gonna lose her fan
too
base.
many time off.
She's not gonna lose her fan base,
and they're gonna dwindle.
You think so?
It's gonna dwindle. It's just like Jay-Z. He don't have that same power.
You don't think so?
Musically, like he used to. When he dropped stuff right now, like everybody thought 444 would do exceed in as far as airplay and sales and all of that. Whatever that wasn't his best selling album.
You know why? Because 444 was too intellectual for a lot of people.
Well,
and once people found out, oh, I gotta think when they listen to the song, that a lot of people didn't buy it. The people who were intellectual enough to understand 444 seen the genius of the album. You gotta think, people right now, like I said, dumbed down. Even us older heads, some of us are dumbed down. Man, I want to hear that. I want to hear, no. Like I didn't mind listening to that album because, like I said, I understood it. Like I said, I understood the genius of it. I understood the culture that he was trying to, send out to people to let them know, you don't have to let you had it, but I get it. I don't think she's gonna lose her fan base just because she says she's retiring from music. She didn't say she's retiring from social media. So, she's still going to be on social media doing whatever she do, and people are still going to follow her, and she'll tease them with this, hey, guys, I'm here, I'm doing this, oh, me and hubby, da-da-da. Oh, look at my baby bump, I'm pregnant, I'm fine. Like, they'll go through the whole...
You just think she's in her feelings right now?
I don't even think she's in her feelings. I think she truly feels that she wants to start a family. And she knows, not that it can't be done, but it's hard. When you're in the limelight, and like I said, you're traveling and you're touring and you got shows here, it's hard to actually be married and have a family. You know what I'm saying? So if she wants to focus on that, I salute her for that. She's financially okay right now, so it's not like she's going to be hurting for any money. So I salute her for if she wants to start her family and then say, okay, well, I have this all set and I have it together. Okay, now I can go back to my career. Because it's not like she's super old, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. And if she's still talented when it's time to come back, then trust me, people are going to accept it with open arms. That's how I feel.
Well, all right. So, today's topic was reasons to let go of resentments and forgive. It's crazy because, next story is grieving mother of Army veteran murdered in Odessa terror attack says she forgives the terrorists. We are some forgiving folks, man.
Yeah, too forgiving.
We are a forgiving race. Now, this is one of those situations where you just could not forgive regardless.
Nah, absolutely.
Let's run the clip. Let me see what she's talking about here. And let's discuss this, man, about when it comes to resentments and forgiving.
Drive for Cameron to his job in Odessa until a bullet came through the window of his pickup.
We could never get him back. Never.
His brother Carlton was the first to find out about Cameron's death.
You never want to have to tell your mother that her baby boy is gone.
Cameron was always happy and loved to make his family and friends smile.
He was always joking all the time. It was never a dull moment.
Cameron's death has left a void in his family's hearts. They say his death wasn't in vain because Cameron's impact on their lives will stay with them forever.
That's all I have now, the pictures and the memories. And thank God no one can take that away.
Despite her unimaginable grief, Cameron's mom says she holds no hate in her heart towards the shooter.
Yes, I forgive him.
Daniela Ibarra, K-Texas News. Saturday drive for Cameron to his job in Odessa until a bullet came through the window of his pickup.
We could never get him back. Never.
Wow. That would be a hard one.
Yeah.
That would be a hard one. I know everyone is supposed to be Christ-like, but I'm not Christ.
Yeah.
No matter what I try to do to be Christ-like, I'm not Christ.
That's a fact.
And I'm never going to be Christ. So certain things like forgiving for that, and like I said at the top of the show, I said there's certain things that's hard to forgive: murder, pedophilia, and then there was something else I said. Rape. Certain things are hard to forgive, but again, we know we have to try for ourselves.
Yeah.
A situation like that, if a terrorist or a mass shooter took your loved one, do you think you have the capacity to be able to forgive someone? I want to know. Could you?
Nope.
No.
I can answer that real fast, Jeffrey. Nope.
But you a deacon.
Like you said, I'm human. I ain't
Pastor.
I ain't Jesus.
You married somebody.
Yeah, I ain't Jesus though.
Okay. Ingrid says she's dope in her own right, but not iconic. It's time for her to pass the baton. And she already did that already, unknowingly, talking about Nicki Minaj. Let's see. We'll wait for those to come in on the forgiveness thing, but
yeah,
it's a tough one, man. I don't know. I see a lot of us African American people. We have a very forgiving spirit.
Yeah, we're brainwashed to forgive.
Yeah, we are brainwashed to forgive, and
to be docile.
Yeah, people have done some horrible things to us as a race, and we are forgiven.
And we're not only supposed to forgive, but we're supposed to forget also. No, just forget about that. That was a long time ago. Why are you talking about that? Don't talk about that slavery stuff. That was a long time ago. Come on. Let's talk about something else.
Interesting show, man.
Yeah.
Interesting show. Interesting topic. Today we talked about reasons to let go of resentments and just forgive. And a lot of people shared their views and opinions. We appreciate you all.
Yes.
That called in and that commented and everything. It was a deep one today.
Yeah.
I opened up myself today and was transparent, like even with my own situation when it comes to resentment and forgiving and everything. And this conversation, this dialogue we had was very healthy.
Yeah, I was about to say, hopefully it was able to help heal somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. But on a better note, don't forget tonight.
Yes.
It's Fridays, man. Come on out to Fridays. Have a good time with the BKS family. We're going to be in the building turning up. Friday Night Live, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. It's the happy hour mix is going down, man. Music is powered by WBKS1.com. Your boy DJ Smooth P will be rocking out. DJ Storm on the General and DJ KT. All right, so it's 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. It's the happy hour mix is going down. They got half price appetizers as well and drink specials. We're talking about the Fridays located at 1315 Centennial Avenue, Piscataway, New Jersey. Come on out, man, tonight and rock out with us and hang out. Bring some people, bring some friends and some family and everything. Come on out and have a good time with us. All right? Yeah, go down the Old Town Road. Down to Fridays. All right, so we want to thank everybody for joining us. Don't forget, man, when we leave, the 24-hour mix is going down. DJ Jess will be rocking from 5 to 6 p.m. today on the station. So tune into the After Work Ride with DJ Jess. And just have a good time, man. Rock out with BKS. We want to see everybody at Fridays tonight. Come on out and celebrate something. Celebrate a birthday. Celebrate an anniversary. Celebrate a divorce party. Celebrate life.
Yeah.
Tonight with us. Fridays, man. Come on. We'll see you there tonight. Let's get it. All right? Good show.
Yes.
Appreciate you all. Remember, show was never about us.
No, but it's always about you.
Because
you are the next best kept secret. And we love you guys.
And in the damn thing you could do about it. You hear that? Ain't a damn thing you could do about it.
Peace.
Still love you.
And we out of here.
Peace and blessings.
I forgive y'all.
Thank you, T-Berry.
Yes.
Listen, man. You want that Hennessy Colada that was in this pack? You want that peach Amsterdam Colada?
Turn around. Let me see this. There you go.
Or the happy hour on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's banging. It is banging. Trust me. The Henny one is 15. The peach one is $12, and it was worth it. It's like frozen. Like it came like frozen and all frosty and stuff like that, and it ended up like this.
Empty.
Yes. So hit up T-Berry. That's LaTanya Smith.
Yes.
You'll see her in the comment section on Facebook. Just inbox her if you in the local Jersey area, in the central Jersey area, and tell her you would like a Henny Colada. It's banging, trust me. And or a peach Colada. And she come deliver it to you, or you come pick it up. Either one. All right, so hit up LaTanya Smith. Shout out to T-Berry. She also does like catering and all types of stuff. You know, we support businesses, but she really makes them drinks, man. So you want that sangria, definitely hit her up. All right, you want that Henny Colada that I just had, hit her up. All right, shout out to Kim's Cooking.
Yes.
And everybody with a business. Shout out to Shirts and Stuff, Mal Davis, and everything. Make sure y'all support Shirts and Stuff. They're located on East 2nd Street, Plainfield, New Jersey. All right, so again, we thank y'all. We'll see y'all tonight. TGI Fridays. Come on out and have a good time.
Peace. We out of here.
I forgive everyone. Forgive you. I forgive you and I forgive you.
Unless you take a cat wash. Then I don't forgive you.
Peace out.
You listen to the Man Cave Morning Show on BKS 1 Radio. It's D.L. Hughley, you listen to the Man